What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Liam Catterson here, but you already knew that. So, man, oh man, oh man. I never thought I'd be doing a reaction for this shite. But the reason I'm doing is because I saw the last the trailer last time, the first one released, and it was brilliant. Like not the concept. The concept is total shit. I can wipe my ass with. Rather the graphics. The graphics was beautiful, and I got so enraged with this. This is going to probably be a reaction / rage video. Probably the first of its kind. So let's get this shit over with because I just don't want to talk about it. Let's see if this is on. Yes. Otherwise I'm just raging at nothing. I mean, the graphic is just brilliant. Oh, come on! Also, like, it's fucking... I'm already pained at what? How long are we in? 40 seconds. Not even freaking 40, a minute in, and this is already killing me. Ocelot just looks amazing in that detail. You know, I want this badly to be a prolonged April Fool's. Not even Snake. You can't even call it that. You can't even call it that. It's snaky design, but it's on that. It's that abominable. This is just painful. You know, they used the Fox engine, which they used for MGS5, on this pile of shite. You know, my PS4 could benefit from this game. Oh, great, it's on a Pachinko machine. Never mind a remake. Never mind trying to render it into the originally planned open world concept. I'm sorry, these graphics are just amazing. And it's just painful to look at this. Look at that, that's a great dynamic shot there. I think a lot of Metal Gear fans, I think all Metal Gear fans are actually livid with this. I don't care about the Pachinko concept, this is not why I'm reacting to it, it's the graphics. We already know the Pachinko thing can bite my ass and go to hell. Look at that! That is just awesome there. Like... The graphics is just amazing. And usually I'd be hyped about this if it was something like Metal Gear Solid 5, if it was something like that. You'd be like, oh my god, this is awesome, but I'm not, because I'm disappointed with what this is turning out to be.
次回バトルが勝利確定。戦況が刻々と変化する新バトルシステム。リプレイが頻達すれば戦況は不利に。逆に段ボールやエアコ役を確保し、流れを引き寄せれば戦況が有利に展開。成立力に関わらずスネークの攻撃機会がアップする。
I'm just.
スペシャルリプレイ成立ならその時点でバトル勝利確定。
I mean, there's not much you could say apart from graphics, because I don't think any true fan of the series would devote their time to this. Because what Konami are doing, they are basically giving us the middle finger, and those who take the bait they could be happy with. Which is why I'm one of those people who's like, fuck off Konami, go, I hope you shut down.
全長型ミッション VS ミッションはソコロフ救出成功でボーナス期待度 35%。 より期待度の高い自力型ミッションサバイブミッションは公約成立でチャンス。
Look at that, is just beautiful right there. That is, like I said, box engine that could be put onto the PS4 and instead we get the middle finger. The Xbox One, Windows, whatever. And the sad thing is, this was always an inevitability. This was always going to happen. Hey, nice flower shot.
30ゲーム継続のレギュラーボーナス。エアクエフ成立でビッグボーナスの昇格抽選。ビッグボーナス。さらに突入すれば ART の大チャンスとなるスペシャルレギュラーボーナスも搭載。ART 当選のチャンス。
I think if I.
サブシスタンスゲーム。
How long is this left? Oh, only about a minute left, thank God.
このチャンス区間での当選は ART の大チャンス。コンティニューゾーンで当選すれば ART
I'm just sickened.
バトルが再開。
This is just painful. A huge Metal Gear fan, a guy who loves this game. I feel like I've just been screwed. Like, we get, like, here's the thing, MGS3 is one of the best games of all time. I'm gonna say it like that there. And the fact that it's basically got updated graphics now, but it's shifted off to a freaking pachinko machine. It's ridiculous. Right, is that the end? Right, good. I don't give a shit. Okay, that's probably one of the... I know, people are probably going to be like, oh, why are you listening so much? I mean, here's the thing. I think people who watch Metal Gear, and rather than being just casual fans of me, will understand the problem here. And so, you know, that could have been... Here's the thing what Konami could have done, and because they have this, like, theory in their head, which is probably going to be true, but it's not the point, that pachinko machines will do better in Japan or wherever they're offshoring this crap. It screws us. It screws us big time. Us console players, us people who grew up and loved Metal Gear, who fell in love with a franchise. And that's what pisses us all off. I've seen a lot of Metal Gear fans who've expressed their anger. And the fact is they've chosen probably the best Metal Gear game in the franchise to be the first piece of pachinko to basically start this new pachinko-based Metal Gear series. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Metal Gear series. I've loved it. It's the best video game series for me. And to see them basically smear shit all over the franchise, basically, is an insult. It's an insult to me. It's an insult to every true Metal Gear fan who's grown up, who's been emotionally involved with the series, who've... I just don't understand what's the big... I just don't understand why Konami are doing this, why they think that this kind of crap is acceptable. Why they think, you know, why don't we just screw off the fans who've paid their hard money off to love the series, to be involved in it? Why don't we just give them the middle finger? That's what they've basically done. And you know what? I'm just going to say it outright here. I hope someone from Konami watches this and understands they're a pile of wank. Because they, like I said, this could have been great for a here's the thing, when I knew MGS 5 was going to probably be the last game in the franchise, because Kojima left, and well, you couldn't really do anything about quality there unless you have unless you have Stephen Moffat or whatever, but I wouldn't give a shit if they would remake the whole franchise to make it more modern for us. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, leave MGS 1 alone. We know how that turned out with Twin Snakes. Yeah, I get it. Yada, yada, yada. But it's that example right there. And if they just included the whole map of, like, MGS 3 into the original design, which was going to be an open world, then I'd be fine with that. Just don't butcher anything. Just make it open world, use those graphics, and I'd be fine. They could have done that. Heck, they cancelled 2 remake projects by fans for just because they're idiots. They weren't even probably going to make any profit. Well, I know the first one wasn't going to make any profit of it, because originally Konami said that, oh, you can release it so long as you don't make any profit of it, and they were like, okay, that's cool. So they continued until Konami was like, yeah, we're just going to say fuck you and shut this project down because, you know what, video games suck and Pachinko's rule, apparently. And it's just hurtful to see those graphics. I mean, how awesome does some of the scenes look, especially when Eva just did that little drift with that motorbike. Ocelot in general, he just looks amazing. The detail on the graphics. And you could have put this on consoles, on PCs, on whatever, but instead you choose a Pachinko-based franchise because you just want to piss off the fans even more. You've already demoralised yourself with the poor working conditions and whatnot, and the unfinished MGS 5 game that you basically screwed the fans over with the no Chapter 3, with the rehash of Chapter 1's missions in Chapter 2. So why don't we take it a step further and make Pachinko machines? Why don't we just re-release one of the greatest Metal Gear games of our franchise and put it on a Pachinko machine? Instead of just remaking the game and shipping out to modern consoles. But fuck us fans, because we've spent our devotion to this franchise and Konami. Instead of being the good guys, or instead of trying to be mature about it, just give us one final fuck you, because they're idiots. I generally hope they die as a business, because they don't deserve to be in the business, especially with the working conditions that they have. Fuck Konami. Fuck Konami. I'll say that 1 billion times over and I won't even regret it. And if Konami go out of business, it's probably not going to happen in my lifetime if they keep going the Pachinko way, but if they do go out of business, then good. I'll have a party, because they don't deserve to be in business with the way they fucking every fan, like me, even with the Silent Hills remake, they closed that. They pulled it from the PlayStation Store. What gives? I want to see if I've run out of room. Yeah, no, I haven't, which is good. I don't really have anything else to say. I think everyone's gotten the fact that I'm pissed off, that seeing that is just painful. I think only Metal Gear fans will understand. I mean, if you're a casual viewer of mine and you're like, what's he ranting on about, then I'd watch Yongya's video, because he put a perfect explanation, and I don't want to ramble on too much. I want to get this up and loaded, and yeah, you guys understand the idea. I'm pissed off with how they've basically tarnished the Metal Gear franchise, and you know, they could have done themselves a favour with they could have basically improved their reputation by remaking the original the MSX games. By not shutting down those fan remakes, by porting this onto the current gen consoles, updated to make it open world like it was originally planned, probably added in a few new cooler features. And yeah, they could have done that, but instead it's pachinkos. Because they're all retards. And I'm saying this as an autistic person. Konami are retards, Kojima is better than these shitbags. I hope they go out of business. I know people will think, oh, what about their families? Well, should have thought about that before you shipped this off to a fucking pachinko machine. You half-assed lazy bastards. Anyways, I don't care. I've said my piece, I've ranted, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna make meal, get a shower, upload this as well. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe if you watch my previous videos, the Silverstone one, the How Captain America Should Have Ended video. Subscribe and follow the links, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow because I'm doing a little vlog. Because it's supposed to be more melting than it is today in terms of weather conditions. So I will see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves, and like this video especially if you're a Metal Gear fan, because it's fucking army. Toodles.